What's good, fam? It's your boy. Welcome back to another episode of Hanging with the Boys. First, I got to apologize. It's been a little while since we uploaded. Had some guests cancel.
Yeah.
And then we probably recorded one of the best episodes ever in humankind or mankind history last week.
It was pretty good.
With Hater Dave and New Face Meg.
Yeah.
And someone decided to push this little button during the recording, so their audio was cut. I'm not going to point any fingers, but...
yeah, definitely Meg. That was not me.
Kind of bummed. It was a good episode. Probably would have won a Nobel Peace Prize for us if we would have put it out there. But, it is what it is. So welcome back.
Coulda, huh?
Yeah, welcome back. Let's have a moment of silence for this real quick. Oh man, had to be done. Haven't done that in a while. A little yerby. I feel like the world's been at a tilt or whatever you call it. Mercury's in retrograde or something because I haven't done that. So hopefully now we're back in order.
Yeah. All things are solved and there's no more issues, right?
Yeah. So what's going on?
Nothing. I just went to Wiener Schnitzel for the first time in a long time. They didn't let me down.
Yep. After the pod, we went to Wiener Schnitzel. That was delicious.
Yeah, we talked about this on last pod. We went to Wiener Schnitzel after last pod.
Yeah.
Okay. But
the one that was not uploaded because someone pushed.
Yeah, someone did that. Meg.
Yep.
Thanks a lot, Meg. Yeah. In contrast, last pod we talked about Ramsey's Kitchen, which no one got to hear about.
Mm-hmm.
It was super good. It was also $300 and something for two people.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I mean, it was $100 for a New York steak, a standalone like a la carte.
Mm-hmm.
It was excellent. I'd like to say it was the best steak I've ever had. But at the end of the day, it was kind of just like a good steak. And so, all said and done, the $2.69 chili cheese dog reigned supreme.
Is that how much it was?
I don't know.
Oh.
I figure that's about how much it was.
Yeah.
So
they are kind of small though. They're on the smaller side.
yeah. Okay, we'll call it a $7 and I'll get 3 or something.
Yeah.
9, whatever.
Yeah, their chili's so good.
Fuck. I was like, okay, I hit the spot.
Yeah.
So,
you could buy their chili there. It looks like they
really?
got cans of it. Yeah.
Oh.
So maybe I should do that, and then we get Costco hot dogs because those ones are beefy and big.
Yeah.
We'll put that on that.
I got some kind of colossal Franks last time we were over here.
Yeah,
I don't remember
those are pretty good.
Yeah, were those not Costco? No, those were like Nathan's.
Nathan's, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So what else is going on in your world since the people haven't seen Hater in a while?
Not much. Dude, just towing the line.
Yeah.
Summer's come to an end. I told my wife, I was like, where'd it go? But we were just like, every week was something crazy going on.
Yeah.
Out of town, in town.
Well, that's where it went. But then it's also like, damn, about time.
Yeah. Yeah. So, whatever. Back on the normal schedule, I guess. And then kids started school this week. Also started cross country. Also started baseball for both of them. So yeah, it's going to be a week or two to adjust, I think, to this new schedule.
Yeah, we've been doing football for the little one already, so we're kind of adjusted to that schedule.
Nice.
And then the older one hits middle school, so he's going to be doing cross country as well. But it's cool. I mean, your kids, we have 2 middle schoolers now, but it's not a big deal to your kid because
same school.
You guys go to private school,
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
Dave over here invests in crypto, so he was a private school. So yeah, it's the same school, same teacher, or not teacher, but like same everything basically.
Yeah.
My kid, whole different school.
Whoa. Not the same teacher. His teacher is now also his mother. Yeah. So
last year he didn't have his mother?
No.
Okay.
And now they're in a classroom together for 3 out of 6 hours a day.
What's the over under? What's that website you like? that you could bet?
Poly market.
What's the poly market on that your wife slips up and calls him a stupid son of a bitch in class?
10%.
That's not good at all.
No.
I was thinking, well, I'll do a 50-50. By the end of the year, she gets mad at him for some reason.
Oh, this will be the scenario for the next 3 years, I think.
Oh, okay. But by the end of the year, stupid son of a bitch.
So 10% first year, probably up to 60% by end of year 3.
I say by year 3, she probably punches him in the mouth.
Yeah.
That's where I'll go.
Okay. All right. Well, I think he knows better.
Yeah.
He'll have to come home and deal with me. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's been cool. Second day of school. Kids seem to be pumped on it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, good for them. It's I got some stories here that we'll talk about, and it kind of goes into kind of what I'm thinking about right now. Just like that, our kids just have everything in front of them, and just like the sky's the limit, as they say in the industry, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's cool because my little one, you know, our little ones, they're in second grade, and they don't know shit. They're just going. My kid's like,
it's so hard for me to watch them. Like in my mind, they're still like 3 years old. Because the older ones I'm seeing get older, but the younger ones are still young in comparison.
That's exactly what I was saying the other night to you. Yeah.
So just in my head, they're still like
they're little kids,
and I'm like, oh, he's fucking almost 8 years old.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh god.
Which it is pretty cool though.
Yeah.
But yeah, my kid's just like, can I take my football? Can I take my football gloves? Like stuff like that. Like that's what matters. And now it's like the 6th graders, they're like in middle school, and it's like they're not thinking about no football or football gloves. You know, they're thinking about other things. So
yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah. So far, so good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Summer was great, man.
Summer was good.
I think the biggest change for me now is like the kids get up early, they take off, and then I got to deal with the dogs.
Dude, did you think, because you were talking about like in the area that you live, which is out of your school zone, but your wife's a teacher there, so obviously it's nothing illegal.
It's private. It's private.
Yeah. So where you guys do live though, those kids are not going to school till later. So they actually get a full 3-month summer. Like
well,
it used
I think
to be.
they got out way late too.
Nah, your wife said they got out the same. They just don't get as many breaks throughout the year.
Man, I don't know about
That's
that.
what she said.
I don't
She's
know.
a teacher.
That's
I
what
believe
she
her.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they got out. I think they got out close to the same distance. Because I was like, how are they still in school?
Because we used to get 3 months of summer break, dude. Because we didn't get all those like
they
winter break.
Every Friday's a half day now.
Yeah.
Oh God, it drives me nuts.
Ours is every other Monday is a half day or early release for like the elementary school.
Dude, if it's a Monday, it's got to be a late start. You know?
Yeah.
Like extend the weekend.
But parents can't stay home with their kids.
Well, either way, they're making it inconvenient. So.
Yeah. Either way, it's an inconvenience for sure. That's I think the biggest gripe of parents.
Yeah. But what was I saying? Oh, my dogs. I guess I should explain that. It's just like we'll leave the house at like 7 a.m. and I won't get home till 8 or 9 at night. So I can't just like leave them there. Yeah. Because I kennel them up. Otherwise, they'll, cause problems.
Oh, yeah.
So I usually got to take them into Carson or something and drop them off at my mom's house or something. I try to make it a convenient time of day. So it's like I'll go to work, I'll leave work, get the dogs, and then take them to my mom's house and then go back to work. Yeah. Luckily for me, my work is pretty, I just kind of do what I want. But, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I know. A work where you could do whatever you want, and it's still a pain in the ass.
Hey, grass is always greener on the other side, you know?
Yeah. Well, let's get into it with something that's just going to piss everyone off.
Okay.
Woman goes viral, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not the first one I've seen.
Of course.
But she's talking about her requirements as a female giving up the vagine to a guy. This is what she looks for in a guy. Mm-hmm. And she also, well, I'll get into that. But she says minimum height of 6'2".
Okay.
She says her last 2 guys she had, 2 boyfriends, were 6'3". So she can't really downgrade to a 5'8" guy.
Yeah.
When her guys have always been 6'3" and just demolished that thing. So, I mean, 6'2" it is.
Yeah.
But I wish like I had her on the pod and we'd talk, and I'd be like, well, why aren't you with one of those 6'3" guys anymore?
Yeah.
Makes me wonder.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, the job with a job with no earning cap. So kind of like myself. I just not the height requirement.
Yeah. Okay.
So she says corporate jobs making 150 a year. What's that do for her?
Yeah.
He's going to cap out at 200.
Yeah. Come on.
What a loser.
Loser.
So no cap in your job. So yeah. So own your own business or yeah. I don't know what other jobs have no caps really, but
Okay.
Yep. Only takes you on business class flights.
Okay. All right.
So business class only.
But not first class.
Oh, I think business class is first class nowadays in a lot of flights.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If you're traveling overseas, there's for sure a first class and a business class.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going LA to Miami, there's probably a business class.
So no Southwest for her.
None.
Okay. All right.
Unless there's business class.
Yeah.
And he also has to be in shape and works out all the time.
Oh, okay.
So I know where your head's going with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Work-wise, gym-wise. If you're working that much, how can you work out that much?
Yeah. I mean, if you got a corporate job making that money, you're usually a fucking slave to the company. So.
No corporate job. No corporate.
No corporate.
Because you have a cat.
All right. So you're an influencer. All right. I'm an influencer. I work out 7 days a week, which no one works out 7 days a week. They take off days. So 4 to 5 days a week. Mm-hmm. First class only.
First class only.
I'm the guy. I'm now 6'2".
Well, that's what you're missing.
Can I get her stats, please?
So, yeah. So if you do a quick AI search and filter for men who are single,
I'm gonna take a guess.
This describes roughly.
Let me guess.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with 4% of the population.
This describes roughly 0.1% of the population.
Wow, that low?
Yeah.
Which one does it? Working out?
All of them probably, dude. Dude, you got to be 6'3", 6'2" and above.
6'2", you're already probably at the top 10% of height.
And then you got to have a job where like you don't really have a cap of earnings, so you could make.
But did she say minimum of 150, or was that you?
No,
is that your? Okay, yeah.
She says a corporate job of 150. What's that do for me?
Oh, okay.
You'll cap out at 200.
See, we already have this chemistry, me and her, where I've already cut out what she's saying because she's like, selective hearing.
Yeah, and I think the business class, obviously, if you're rich, you could probably do that. But it was funny on the article that this was presented. They also showed a TikTok or a video of Steve Portnoy, or what's his name? Portnoy? Dave Portnoy. Yeah. I don't know why I said Steve, but Dave Portnoy, and he was on just recently on a Spirit airline flight. He was like in it and just like, hey guys, sorry, like I'm late or whatever, and you could see like this, like he was on Spirit. He's rich. Yeah. He has no cap.
Yeah.
And
you want to see a brawl.
Yeah.
Why else would you get on a Spirit airline?
Well, he does a rough and rowdy fighting league. So maybe he's looking for some competitors. Yeah. You know? Yeah. But yeah, so I get that. And then the in shape. I mean, working out is popular nowadays. But if you're making millions of dollars a year, like no cap on your salary there, you're probably working kind of hard.
I mean, genuinely, yeah.
Yeah. So working out might be kind of hard.
I think you could do that. That's no problem. That's no problem. I think just finding those.
I think she wants Mark Wahlberg, but just taller.
Yeah. I think just finding those stats is going to be a problem. Mm-hmm.
So, 0.1% of the population.
Nice.
Of the male population.
Hope she holds out for that.
I hope she does. But that's the thing. Then you sit there and you probably ask her, hey, so what do you bring to the table?
Yeah.
And there'll be a lot of diarrhea come out of her mouth.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like I've yet to seen someone say this stuff and then come back with like this is what I would do. It's always just like, well, I'll look good and you make money. So why do I need to clean? Because we'll just hire someone to clean. Yeah. Why do I need a cook? You'll just hire a chef. Yeah. Like, okay. So what do you bring to the table though is what I'm asking. Not what do I bring with my money? Yeah. I've yet to seen a good reply.
I mean, you know,
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how much you can expect.
Yeah. Florida woman. She faked being a licensed nurse and treated over 4,000 patients.
Oh, shit.
Only arrested after hospital discovered the fraud while trying to promote her. So she was actually doing very well. And the hospital was like, hey, you know what? What's this lady's name?
You're killing it.
Autumn Bardiza of Florida. She's killing it right now.
Yeah.
Not killing it, but she's doing well.
Yeah, she's not killing people.
Yeah.
She's doing well. Apparently knows something about medical stuff.
Yeah.
So I wonder why she doesn't have a...
She treated over 4,486 patients.
I wonder if she's just using AI.
But I wonder, like, what patients? They're like, hey, can you just take this gauze into this room? And then she's like, yeah, I'll do that. And then gets up and does it, you know? Like,
yeah. I don't think you can get... Well, if she's working at the hospital, she's following, like, procedure and doing...
Yeah.
So she has some kind of medical background going for her.
Yeah.
I wonder why she just didn't have the degree, huh?
Yeah, she just didn't, well, license, it said. So
Yeah.
maybe she did and didn't pass her tests or something. I don't know. Who knows? But this is like real life. Catch me if you can.
Yeah.
And I've seen a couple of those in articles, and it's like, dude, how do you, like, I don't get it. Did you see the one where it was like, guy sends in fake invoices to Google and they pay him?
Yeah.
How come that? I send in real invoices to my customers and they don't pay me.
Right.
It's like, goddamn.
That's funny. Yeah, that was crazy. But I guess, you know, once I know from just working in a large company, it's like once it gets so big, they're just there to, you know, everything look legit. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Send it off.
That's wild. It's almost like you just got to like try every company and then someone's going to bite. And all of a sudden you start getting checks.
You go to jail eventually, but,
Well,
you know.
Yeah. Stop while you're ahead, maybe? No?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Which one's going to be the one that gets it?
Yeah. The smarter person. But that's pretty wild. How can you do that? And that's pretty ballsy. Like, I think she just must have just showed up. There's no way that.
I don't know. How'd she get hired without the credential? Like they didn't verify.
Right, because she's getting paid, so they had to have had her info.
Maybe she just let the license lapse.
Yeah, who knows?
Never renewed it. I don't know how that works.
Yeah. Another news. Your boy Donnie. Not really happy with Donnie lately, you know? No.
I've bowed out of the news cycle for the time being. I'm like, I don't even know what's going on.
Okay, well, Trump announced a review of the Smithsonian. And it's basically, so he says the White House plans to conduct a wide-range review of the Smithsonian exhibitions, materials, and operations to ensure, well, I'll stop there. So I'm like, this is pretty cool.
Okay.
Because I've heard many times where like a lot of big museums have a lot of stuff that they like forget that it's in the basement.
Right, yeah.
Right? So like us as like viewers and, you know, fans of history or whatever, like we don't get to see stuff that is there.
Right.
So I'm like, this is pretty cool that he's doing that. But you read a little bit longer and it says, to ensure the museum align with the President Trump's view of American history. So it's not to like uncover things that are like not archived or just down there rotten. Like, let's see what we got.
Right.
It's to make sure that it aligns with his view of what he thinks history is, not what is out there now.
Right.
So.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for gold to be audited at Fort Knox. So.
Yeah. What's that going to do? Oh, to see how much gold there is?
Yeah.
Well,
what happened to that?
Oh, well, he'd rather do this.
That was decades ago in the news cycle.
Yeah. He'd rather do this because then it's going to be, the history is going to look back and be like, Donald was the man.
Yeah.
When right now.
Statue with him in his fist.
Yeah. When right now, I don't know if he's doing some cool stuff.
I don't know.
So.
The guy's a maniac. He's a workaholic, but, you know.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a workaholic on the golf course. He's always on the golf course. He just won like his 57th fucking championship.
I don't think he's really that good at golf either. I'm like, there's no way. Look at that swing. It looks like horse shit.
I don't know. I have friends that like have golf with them, and you could say a lot of dick riding.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Is
So,
that part of the sport?
I guess when it comes to Donald, a lot of people are like that. So I don't know if it's the truth because they say he's pretty good.
Oh, weird.
But then again, it's like Donald Trump. So
yeah,
if it was Barack and he was like that just as good as Tiger, they'd be like, yeah, he's not that good. So
maybe.
I don't know. But he seems like he golfs a lot, so I don't know how much work he actually gets done.
Well, they say he works constantly on the golf course.
I
mean,
Yeah, I don't know. So a car I'm not gonna buy.
Mm-hmm.
Volkswagen. So the new Volkswagen ID3 Pro and the Pro S vehicles, which are electric vehicles.
Yeah.
For one, they don't even look that nice, and for two, they're hiding extra horsepower behind a paywall.
What?
So, and it's kind of weird because it doesn't really seem like it's that much.
Yeah.
But I believe so it's going to be the maximum horsepower is listed at 228 bhp, so brake horsepower. And however, the driving vehicle normally you can only push it to 201 bhp.
So
you're going to be missing 27 horsepower, I guess.
Whatever BHP is.
Brake horsepower.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm like, what is this a British thing? Oh, German, I suppose.
Yeah.
Volkswagen. Yeah, strange. That pissed me off. That's what BMW tried to do a couple years ago with heated seats and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, that didn't go over so well.
Yeah, so for around $20 a month, $200 a year, or a lump sum payment of roughly $760, you can get your car to go full 228 horsepower.
What the fuck?
And realistically, like
why would they even do that?
Yeah. Well, because they don't want to sell any cars.
Something. Then why not, instead of just raise the fucking price by $768 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And go, okay, that's the new price of the car.
Yeah, but people would still be pissed about that, just because it's, I don't know.
Yeah,
a paywall
but it wouldn't have brought any attention to it.
Yeah, a paywall behind something that
already exists in the vehicle.
Yeah.
Which is totally different than I think what Tesla's doing with their automated driving and shit, because that's basically software as a service, where they have to update and maintain all that shit and that,
Yeah.
And it's optional. You don't have to have it.
Yeah.
To be driverless, basically.
And that's a big thing, not like horsepower.
Yeah.
Like if your car is 228 horsepower, you should get 228 horsepower.
Yeah.
But you get
I
a
wonder
car.
how they even control that.
Some electrical thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Tesla, all the cars might be self-driving capable, but you didn't get that version, but you got to pay extra for it.
Bro, not to mention 220 horsepower isn't shit anymore.
28?
Yeah, that's nothing. I think my fucking RAV4 has more than that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it shows a photo of the dashboard, and it says max speed 240.
Yeah, what is that?
But that could be fake. I don't know if this car is going 240
miles an hour. Well, even if it says it on there, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean it can hit it.
Yeah, if you pay extra.
No. If you pay extra, we'll make the speedometer actually hit that 240 mark for you.
Yeah.
You'll only be going 87, but we'll make it seem like,
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So note to you guys, if you start a company, don't do behind a paywall shit.
Yeah.
What makes sense behind a paywall? I guess streaming, you buy the basic.
Paywall, Patreon, extra bonus episodes on things.
But on streaming, you can get no commercial, no ads.
Yeah.
Or just the basic and you get ads.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense to be your car's true potential. It's just remove that device and then sell it aftermarket. Hey, you can put this chip in and get an extra.
Dude, imagine if Elon did chips and every kid that's born, they put a chip in their brain and they're like, hey, You got to pay extra if you want your kid full potential.
Do it like 3 months after they're born.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, I know as a new parent, things are tough right now, but we have ways to increase the capacity of the child to take care of itself now.
Yeah.
That's $5,000 a month.
Yeah, $5,000 a month, and your kid.
What was that? Black Mirror? Was I talking to you about that episode?
Yeah.
Where they do like technology, it's just like kind of like things where, I don't know, whatever the scenario is, it gets out of control. Like there was one where they had, the wife was going to die and she took some experimental, like basically like Neuralink kind of shit. And everything was behind a paywall. Oh, if you want to go outside of the parameters of your own home or so many miles, we offer a plan for that, and it just got more and more and more. And then like, you can have euphoria all the time, but that's behind this paywall, Yeah, it was crazy.
Well, obviously, Volkswagen, they've been watching that episode.
I guess. I don't know. Like, why would you buy? Yeah, that's just, it's so weird because it is something that's like, why would they introduce that? It'd keep people from buying the car just based on those facts.
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, well, just raise it by $1,000. No one's even going to notice.
Yeah. And just what you brought up to the BMW thing. It's like your car already has heated seats.
Yeah.
But you can't use them unless you pay for it. It's like, how does that make sense?
Yeah. That's some fucked up stuff.
Yeah. Anyways, speaking of paying more or maybe paying less, UFC is headed to Paramount.
2026, right?
Yeah.
7.7.
So Dana says this historic deal with Paramount and CBS is incredible for UFC fans and our athletes. For the first time ever, fans in the U.S. will have access.
There is a message for you.
Whoopsies.
Oh, jeez. Will have access to UFC content without a pay-per-view model. So like I mentioned to you before, I guess in Europe, so everyone that like streams illegally and like posts it online, so like, then people send me the link so I can watch the fights.
Yeah, you stumble across it.
Yeah, it's not like I'm the one.
For it.
Yeah, exactly. But that's how it's for free because those guys are just streaming it up because they just watch it for free in Europe because it's based on like I forget what it's called there. Something Sky Network or something like that. But anyways, they get all that stuff for free. So access to the pay-per-view model, making it more affordable and accessible to view the greatest fights on a massive platform. This deal puts UFC amongst the biggest sports in the world. The exposure provided by Paramount CBS Network under this new structure is a huge win for our athletes and anyone who watches and loves the sport. I think it was a $7.1 billion deal for 7 years.
Yeah, crazy. Good for them. Do you think UFC is going anywhere? Do you think it's diminishing right now? I saw some comments on that, and I was like, oh. He's like, perfect exit strategy as UFC dies. Some people upset. I'm like, is it dying? I don't know. The last card sucked. It was terrible. Did
you see anything about the actual fight? Because I ended up watching it when you guys left.
Yeah, I saw that. It sounded boring.
Yeah, it's 25 because it was a championship fight.
5 rounds.
Duplessis versus Chimaev. And it was 25 rounds, 5-minute rounds, 25 minutes. Chimaev had control for 22 minutes out of 25.
Holy shit. Yeah.
So, and have you seen that thing where the crucifix, where like they like basically laying on top of your head, holding your arms this way and then holding your other arm with their feet so you can't move?
Yeah.
So he had him in the crucifix like 3 out of 4 rounds or 5 rounds. And he just had him there and he was just like, just hit him in the face a little bit because it's not like you can just rain down on him.
Yeah.
But like Duplessis couldn't move anywhere.
Really?
He's just crucifix. He's just sitting there.
Yeah.
And the other guy's just, tapping him in the face. Sometimes he would elbow him. Like, it's like, dude, that's so boring.
Right.
And then when you have a whole card that's boring and you're paying $80 for that, people get pissed.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah. But it was cool, the domination that he did.
Yeah, I mean, hats off to him on that. That's pretty big. That's a big deal. Let me see if I can.
So he dominated him. But, so what I heard is especially with this deal, because it's just such a massive deal for the UFC that they don't really care. They're not really trying to get superstars anymore. Like back in the day, they try to get the Connors, the Khabibs, superstars, and then also the fight cards were really packed. There were some times where it's like 4 cards on the main card, and all 4 cards were like bangers.
Yeah.
So it seems like it's kind of gone downhill ever since like UFC like 290-ish. The cards like have one really good headliner, and then the other people are like, who are those guys?
Right.
So stuff like that has been happening.
Definitely that seems to be the last card, 319 it was.
Yeah. That one for sure was like that. And so they're just saying that it sounds like the UFC maybe is not really interested in making superstars because the UFC is the UFC now. They don't have to like piggyback off of like making a Conor McGregor anymore.
Right.
Because like Conor's not as big as the UFC anymore. At one point, Conor was like, holy shit, that's Conor McGregor. Now it's like the UFC is the biggest thing. So they don't really need to make these super fights or get these guys that are like superstars. They just kind of put out the fights and people are just going to watch them. And that's kind of how it's been,
Yeah. Some of the numbers I found said it generated a live gate of $11 million from 20,000 attendees.
This last fight?
Yeah. And it's kind of talking like it was hyped up and it was one of the highest grossing. And I'm like, how is that?
I don't know about that.
No way. Fucking AI let me down.
Maybe just if it was some kind of high number, maybe it was because it was in Chicago.
Yeah.
And they probably haven't been there in a while. That's the thing. That's why UFC's always breaking like box office stuff. Because they go to places where like it hasn't been there in a while or it's never been there. So people go watch.
Right, yeah.
But remember, at one point, there was always the Apex in Las Vegas or the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. So like all of a sudden they're like, we're going to Miami. Miami sells out. We're going to somewhere in Arizona. Arizona's going to sell out. So I think that's the reason they kept breaking records. But I don't know. I mean, we have Paramount.
Do you?
I don't know why.
Well, you might have it now. It's cheaper to just have Paramount all year than to pay for pay-per-view. So
no, we have it. My wife got it for some reason.
Probably some show.
But I know like Paramount also has like Nickelodeon, and my kids do like SpongeBob.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they have all the Nickelodeon cartoons.
Yeah.
So I think that might have been it.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure. You know how it is nowadays. Everything. I will say, you guys were talking about like Netflix and if it's worth, dude, on your podcast.
Mm-hmm.
T-Mobile pays for my Netflix.
I mean, that's worth it.
Yeah. I just have the ad version because I have like the cheap version.
Yeah.
But they pay for it. And I don't watch Netflix enough to care that I have commercials.
Yeah.
When I watch it, I'm like, oh, this sucks. But then I go like 2 weeks without watching TV, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But Netflix or T-Mobile pays for it.
Yeah, I haven't been watching Netflix. Well, I haven't been watching almost anything a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what I'm saying. So it was either that.
Just YouTube. YouTube is like my go-to for most.
So it was either that or cancel Netflix. And then I'm like, wait, T-Mobile has a thing where it says they'll pay for your Netflix and Hulu and shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it. I just signed up and canceled what I had, which was like the $16.99 or something like that a month. And now it's like they pay for the $6.99 or whatever. Oh, and then also like say some things are like blocked.
Really?
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Because like you figure it's all the brand new things, but like Happy Gilmore wasn't. It was just on there.
That's weird.
Yeah. But some things are blocked where it says like this is not available at this moment. So I don't know what the deal with that is, but I haven't ran across something where I'm like, oh, I really need to watch that, where like I'm pissed.
Right.
So whatever. You guys pay for it. I just have it, so I don't even worry about that one no more.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Interesting. Yeah. I should reevaluate my Netflix subscription.
Or your
I think my kids
mobile
watch
carrier,
a lot, actually. Yeah.
And then I think I just saw something else. If you have something, it pays for your Apple TV and all that. Might have been T-Mobile too. T-Mobile's kind of stepping it up.
Yeah, something, huh? I don't know. I do have a subscription to whatever Apple has. Not for Apple TV. It comes with Apple TV, but
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I've ever watched anything on Apple TV.
Mm.
Anyway, I got like the family whatever. I forget what the benefits are.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like Apple Music and
Mm.
I don't know if podcasts you got to pay for either way, but it's all the cloud storage and sharing bullshit.
Podcasts are free, I think.
Okay.
Because I don't have nothing Apple, and I got Apple Podcasts. That's
Okay.
free. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, make sure you like and subscribe on Apple Podcasts for this show.
Very good.
Spotify as well. YouTube as well. Google Podcasts as well. Anywhere. Speaking of YouTube, so Nielsen did a report, the gauge, Nielsen's total TV and streaming snapshot.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the percentages of what people watch. And not a surprise, streaming is at number 1. But other, 12.1% of people watch. Cable is at 22.2%. Broadcast, which would be what? Isn't that cable?
I thought so.
So anyways, so broadcast is 18.4%. And then coming in at 47.3% is streaming. So that's what most people, how they watch stuff is streaming.
Yeah. Surprised that number's not higher.
Yeah, people are still holding on to the cable stuff.
The direct TV.
Yeah.
I would like to see a breakdown by age on that.
Yeah. But so I guess Roku, you know, the Roku sticks.
Yeah.
I guess they got a channel now, and they posted their biggest month to month by with 7.5%. And then Disney and Prime Video pulled it in 4.7 to 3.8%. And then Netflix had a pretty big surge this beginning of the year just because of like Squid Games and then also the Happy Gilmore movie and all that.
Yeah.
But they still could not beat out YouTube. YouTube is the biggest platform. That's what you just said. You don't watch anything unless it's really YouTube. But just give you numbers real quick. Roku has a 2.8%, and that's based off the 47.3% of streaming.
Yeah, Roku's. I wouldn't imagine that'd be a large market share.
Well, I mean, it's beating Peacock and Paramount.
I mean, yeah. I'd place them at the same.
But Peacock and Paramount, I really like Peacock because they do all like the dirt bike races. But then they also have like the NFL season starting, so this is not a paid advertisement. But they show some of the games.
Oh, okay, all right.
Every Sunday they show one game at least, which is usually like a primetime game or, you know, something like that. So Paramount and Peacock both do that. And I'm not aware of Roku shows like football games, so it's kind of weird. But they must be showing something where people... I think it's free, to tell you the truth.
Roku?
Yeah, because you know like Tubi?
Yeah.
You heard of that? I think that's free.
You just got to buy the stick or something, don't you?
Well, it comes with your TV already sometimes. But it's an app. It's the Roku channel. And some of these TVs, we actually just got a new TV, and that just has like live television on it.
Samsung?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They have some weird.
So I think that's what the Roku channel is. So I think it's free. So it's almost like those numbers don't really equate because Paramount and Peacock, you got to subscribe or pay for it.
But are these percentages based on the majority of like, so if I qualified under like streaming, would that be the majority of my streaming or viewing is under streaming, even though I might still have cable?
No, this is just the percentage of people watching.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Kind of. Yeah, I just wondered because like where would they put me if I have cable and like everyone has Netflix. So I have cable and Netflix, but then I watch mostly Netflix. So do I not qualify as having cable as well?
No, you do. I think it's just they're taking the numbers off like viewers.
Okay.
In the back end, you know, so there's these many people at this moment of time viewing on streaming services, and then there's this many people watching on cable.
Right.
You know, Prime Video is at 3.8%, Disney 4.7%. Netflix, which you think is the highest, is 8.8%, and then YouTube is at 13.4%.
Wow.
So pretty big.
Yeah, not terribly surprising.
No.
Mostly, definitely people younger than us, I'd say.
Well, I think that demo, dude, is it's pretty wide, and I don't know.
I don't know. I just figure if people just been
No,
growing
because
up with
younger
YouTube-
kids are doing TikTok.
Yeah, but did that even make the cut?
No, because it's not
It's
really
not streaming,
it's not a
yeah.
streaming thing, you know.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, older people are gonna go to YouTube to watch videos, how-to videos, anything like that, right? TikTok is just scrolling, just
Maybe.
people's content. I don't know, but that's pretty big. And then speaking of pretty big, Mr. Beast, it's another streamer, content creator,
He
biggest guy on YouTube.
He makes up for 7% of the 8%.
He just broke the world record for raising $12 million for charity in 17 hours on a
Holy
live stream.
shit.
Yep, including Sophie Rain, if you know who that is, donating $1 million.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is pretty big. So the previous record was held by Z Event in 2021, which raised $11.97 million from October 9th through the 31st. So that was a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one was done in 17 hours.
Damn, that's nuts.
So, yeah, it was Mr. Beast, Aiden Roth, and XQC on the thing. And I think he's raising money to get water in Africa or like places that don't have clean water.
Yeah.
That's what he's raising the money for.
Right.
So it sounds like he's always doing something good. I don't know.
Yeah. He's always trying to make change somewhere.
Yeah. So that's pretty impressive.
Damn, 17 hours?
17 hours. What did I say?
12 million?
12 million?
Damn. That is crazy. I watched a series with my kids this summer. It was called 50 States in 50 Days with Ryan Trahan. I don't know if you know him.
Heard of him.
Yeah, so he found the coolest Airbnb at every state.
Mm-hmm.
And then him and his wife drove to each Airbnb, and then they did this whole rating system and, you know, all the spiels and shticks along the way that come with that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it was cool because a lot of companies got like pretty quickly caught on to the benefit of donating because he read them out loud, and they had
What's his following before, I guess?
like 20 million.
Okay, so he went in with like 20 million followers to this
Yeah.
series that he was doing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I think they ended up somewhere around 11 or 12 million dollars in donations.
Damn.
For St. Jude's.
And it took what, 50 days? He said.
Yeah. So that was pretty. It was super entertaining,
Mm-hmm.
you know, especially for like watching something with the kids. I was like, well, I'd definitely rather watch this than
Yeah.
something that they'd normally pick. So
Yeah.
so it was good. Yeah, but fucking 17 hours. That's nuts, man.
And they're just sitting there.
Yeah.
That's what like I don't get about certain creators, and it's not like to hate or anything like that, but it's like you literally don't really have a talent per se. Like you kind of can talk.
Yeah.
But like you don't necessarily have a talent. Where this Ryan guy, he's putting out this content daily, right? So you're probably a day behind. Like he probably records it.
Yeah, I think they were 2 days behind or something.
Okay. But it was like a daily content once they uploaded.
Yeah.
So for 50 days. And you're getting that entertainment value out of it. You're watching it. And I guess you could say that with Mr. Beast too, the other stuff. But you're watching it and you're getting this entertainment. It's like it's fun. But then just sitting there watching three guys in a room for 17 hours. And I don't know if like Mr. Beast is the most entertaining guy. Like just chilling.
He just fluctuates his voice.
Yeah, I don't know. And then XQC, I've seen some streams he's done, and like you can't barely understand what he's saying.
Oh, really?
And then Aiden Ross, I don't know how like entertaining he is either, but like 17 hours is just them chilling there and people are just donating. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
But if you're like giving a lot of entertainment for people, I guess, but I just don't see them being that entertaining.
Yeah, I don't know how you. I don't know.
Yeah,
Mr. Beast does pretty good, but I mean, those are his own videos that are edited, and he's got time to think things through.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is a live stream, and also he's probably like on his toes all the time, like because he knows who he is.
Yeah.
So he can't really say what he wants to say.
Yeah.
Because he depends on companies giving him money.
Yeah.
Where another guy could get canceled, and they're like, whatever.
Well, he probably just has things like we don't talk about this, that,
Well,
put
exactly.
on the check mark and
But 17 hours of just chilling with two dudes,
yeah,
you don't slip up like,
I don't see.
anything.
Yeah.
So I don't imagine it being entertaining. There's that other guy, I Show Speed.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking of him, but
Yeah. So he's pretty funny. Like he's huge as well, right?
yeah.
But like I remember covering him when we were doing like the Gamer Boys podcast, and it was like this guy he lit fireworks in his room and he didn't know, and he burnt almost his house down and stuff, and it's like, dude, how stupid are you? Like,
Yeah.
and he's either that stupid or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's entertaining.
Yeah.
So he'd always do something stupid.
Yeah.
There was one where like it was so funny. It's like a clip that's going around like not that long ago. He was there with like a dude and a girl, and he's all into the girl, and he gets all nervous, so he just like front flips into the computer screen, knocks like the camera over, and everything. So the stream ends.
Yeah.
It's like that shit's hilarious.
Dude, he's just like a fucking, high-strung dog. Like he just
Yeah.
gets excited.
Well, and then
doesn't
and he
know
barks and stuff.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
I have never seen anything of his, so
Yeah, he always like barking and stuff,
Yeah.
and he's just like super loud, like entertaining.
yeah.
So I could see why people like him, but these other guys are just kind of like big just because they're big. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Oh, whatever.
But $12 million. So back to my point when we first started the podcast, like I know a lot of people anyone else sitting across from me right now probably would be like hating, especially like your co-host,
Yeah.
hating just because someone else is doing better than someone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, instead of doing that, it's like you got to realize, dude, our kids could do this. I'm not saying they will, but I'm saying like the opportunity is there now to make $12 million in 17 hours.
Yeah.
Doing something like that. Why can't our kids do that? Why can't your kids do that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These people are not that special, and they're able to do it. And the platforms are there.
I think
for
what
people to
makes
do
them
it.
special is their consistency.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing a lot. They're working hard on a lot of what they do. But yeah, I mean, they just basically have a plan and stick to it and show up like it's work.
Dude, working hard. I don't know if it's working hard sitting in front of a computer and you have a chat talking to you, and you can sit there for hours and talk.
Yeah.
Now, if you have nobody, right, and you got to make up all the conversations yourself, that's kind of hard.
Yeah.
But when you have thousands of people asking you questions, you run out of stuff to say. You're just like, oh, what am I getting for lunch? Yeah, I'm getting, and you kind of go. You could do that for 12 hours.
For McDonald's on the side.
Yeah. So it's a little bit easier when like you're kind of that big. I don't think it's that hard.
Yeah.
But my point is like the platforms, the avenue, and everything is out there now. People can do it.
Right.
And I'm just saying, like, why can't our kids do it? Not saying with the same stuff. Maybe they're streamers for something different. Right. Maybe the tide turns by the time they're like a little bit older and they're into something like that, and all of a sudden they could do that or whatever. But the thing is that there's platforms now that you can do that. Like, you'd never imagine back in the day that someone could sit on a computer and ask, because this is donations, right?
Yeah.
So ask for donations and they could raise $12 million.
Yeah, it's nuts.
You'd never think about that.
No.
Even now, like hearing it, you're like, damn, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is.
So I think it's cool. I think it's pretty cool that there's opportunities now. Our girl Sophie Rain, or your girl.
She got kicked out of I think I have it here. She got kicked out of the Gen Z house or whatever for OnlyFans models. I forget what it's called. Let me find it real quick so I could.
But she's basically famous for making a lot of money. But she's also made that money because she was out there portraying that she's a virgin.
Yeah.
Which
she says she still is, I think, right?
Yeah, I don't know about that. But so like people would follow her because look-wise, I've seen better, but she is good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not dogging on her whatsoever. But I'm just saying, like, if you're going to compare her to other people, there's other people. But supposedly she's a virgin. So then all the simps are like, oh, I want to go watch her OnlyFans to see what she does in there. And I don't even know if she's getting like completely pornographic on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of wild.
I think she is.
Full on porno in there without a guy?
Yeah, so it's called the Bop House, a compound for content creators in Florida that's been dubbed the Gen Z Playboy Mansion.
Mm-hmm. All girls.
So yeah, apparently there's just 5 chicks in this house, and it's become like a staple for like OnlyFans models, because it's like if you're there, you're basically you're going to be making the cheddar, because all the, I don't know, there's some people have like affiliated being in that house with being able to make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I think it says 8 gals originally moved into the property in 2024, amassing 5 million roommate escapades and amassing 5 million followers on TikTok alone. The savvy women subsequently shared more NSFW footage on OnlyFans, each netting millions of dollars in the process. So, anyway, Sophie Rain is out. I forget why. I just came across this. I was like, well, I don't know anything about this shit, but it's interesting that they've actually been able to create this place, this compound of chicks.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Do that.
Anyway, 12,000 applicants to replace Sophie Rain, and one was chosen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. That's the thing. So that kind of just talking about like YouTube, all the streaming stuff that we were just talking about, it just kind of seems like people are just like hungry for content.
Yeah.
And that's content.
Yeah,
so.
like that's why that caught my eye, because I was just like, this is the thing. Well, what caught my eye was the Playboy Mansion. I was like, dude, I haven't heard anything about the Playboy Mansion in like 25 years.
Dude, that's so funny you say that. Yesterday, my kid, they had a talk at school.
Yeah.
Talk about dress code. And that was one of the things that you can't wear. So then Jack was talking to my wife, and he's like, but they had like a thing for like bunnies. Mm-hmm. So it's like, why can't you wear like a bunny thing? And my wife's like, oh, it's not. It's like an adult thing.
Yeah.
So you can't wear Playboy at school.
Yeah.
Especially like girls.
Yeah.
And he was just like, well, what is that? Like, what's the big deal about the bunny?
Right. Oh, yeah. My kids are like, we passed by one of the Red House districts on the way home. They're like, I want to go to the bunny ranch. I'm
yes,
like,
I do too.
I'm like, I was telling them this story. I was like, they're more like overweight jackrabbits. And you don't really want to pet them. So, and then their thing is like, the new trending word is like big back. I'm like, they're kind of like big back jackrabbits. They're just not.
That's not good. You should do better. You should do better, because they're always going to want to go to the bunny ranch.
Yeah. Well,
when they get older, they're going to be like, dude, I really want to see these big bunnies that my dad talks about.
Yeah.
So you're not going to deter them with that. You need to say something different. Bunny ranch, they kill bunnies there.
Yeah.
That's probably what you should have told them.
Okay. Well,
you don't want to go there.
Your story changed. I'll be like, news at 11.
Yeah. All of a sudden, it's a butcher place for bunnies.
Yeah. Holy smokes. Or I'll just say they found a bunch of dead kids there. And like, so apparently they're just luring kids in there to kill them. So you don't want to go there.
They might, though.
Yeah.
Then they'll be like, maybe we should go investigate.
Put on their detective hats.
Your oldest will do that.
Yeah.
Let me go investigate. Goes to the bunny ranch.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
All right. What do you got to end the show here?
I got, my thing just updated. Whoops. Dude, I give Liquid Death a lot of shit just because I'm like.
You don't get it?
I don't get it. I'm like, what? Why is that appealing? I don't know. It's a thing.
It's murder your thirst.
But then I saw an ad from them. And I was like, holy shit, that's funny. It's just an ad that says, you won't believe it's not a fridge cigarette. It's like, okay, that's pretty clever. So I started following them.
What's a fridge cigarette? A Coke? Diet Coke?
It's just so good that it's not a cigarette that came out of the fridge. Fucking fridge cigarette. That's funny. Anyway, I just never understood their brand. Like, okay, I it's like Rockstar, I guess. It kind of appeals to people that are like, oh, fuck, cool. I'm like, it's just water in a can. What's the problem?
But you don't understand the water in the can part or the marketing?
Why that one in particular is so...
Because they're the first ones that really marketed it.
Okay.
Because like Monsters has had water in a can forever.
Yeah.
And like when you see like an athlete that's a monster athlete and they're drinking,
it's water.
It's water.
Yeah.
And that's why they did it, right? And I always I remember going to shows like dirt bike shows, and they would have some, and they're like frosty cold, and you just pound it. It was so good.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the only place I saw that had water in a can. And then all of a sudden, Liquid Death comes out, and I was like, yeah, what is that? And it just it's just like water. They're just like murder your thirst, like just very aggressive. And I was like, that's cool. And then ever since then, they gotten so big that now they got like teas and flavored water.
Yeah, there's all kinds of shit going on.
Yeah, and stuff like that. But at first, like I was like, that's cool because a cold out of the fridge can of water is delicious.
Yeah.
It's very refreshing, It's almost like in glass because I get like glass bottles.
Oh, right.
But there's a window. You got to chug that shit. There's a window. 5 minutes out, then it's like room temperature.
Yeah, no, I get it. I just didn't understand like why was this such a big hit?
I think because they're the first ones. Yeah.
Okay.
There's
another brand that's hitting. That's just like they basically haven't even figured out how to sell it yet. It's called 6-7. Have you heard of these memes with 6-7?
Oh yeah, I've heard the kids talking about 6-7. Yeah.
But it doesn't mean anything.
Well, it started off being like the 6-7, like the height.
Yeah. So there's a basketball player. Apparently he's in high school still. And maybe he's in college, but I think he's in high school.
Mm-hmm.
This all goes back to like the nil deals.
Mm-hmm.
But essentially he was being interviewed and he said, I think they asked how much sleep are you getting? And this guy, I don't remember how this all came about, but how much sleep are you getting? I don't know, 6 or 7. And then from there, it just fucking turned into this huge meme thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it came from. And now they're trying to use his name and some company that was helping him with a nil deal, launch a fucking 6-7 water beverage.
Huh.
And it all stemmed from him. And he's like, it means nothing.
Yeah.
It meant nothing. And it just took off. And that guy was talking about how teachers are being told about all these memes and shit. And how like, hey, the kids are going to try to get you say 6 or 7 on things. It means nothing, but they're going to laugh about it.
Yeah.
And so they launched and had like 100,000 followers in a couple of days.
Damn.
But they're at a point now, this is from an interview from earlier this month. They were like, we don't even have a place to fucking launch the product.
Well, what kind of water is it?
Just water in a can.
Just so normal, not sparkling or anything?
So that's why I was like, Liquid Death. I looked up Liquid Death. They have 7.2 million followers. Wait. Yeah.
Yeah. See, and there's other brands that have water in a can.
Yeah.
But they're not like marketing.
Right.
So all of a sudden this 6-7 can come in because no one else is doing it.
Yeah, no, he is in high school because that was the big pitch for like the company that produced it and said, hey, he wants it to say hacking fam or something like that. Keep hacking. Like that's his little mantra or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And they were saying like, well, they're looking for like a university to pick it up by 10,000 cases, brand it with their coloring.
Damn.
As a way to be like, hey, we want you to come play on for our college.
Yeah.
So he is in high school still. It's like, what? How did this happen?
It's just a lot of aware people.
Yeah, and he's like, it's just been crazy. People are trying to buy the cans for like $100 each and shit.
Damn.
Yeah. I was like, I don't get it.
Yeah, you got to be just like super on it nowadays. It's weird. I saw a news thing that said there's 4 guys right now, and I don't know if it's like a canoe, but they're trying to cross the Atlantic. 4 guys in a boat rowing.
Oh fuck!
And they're like, the news article said like, how is this not the biggest news right now? Which brings me to, I don't know if you saw, like right before that, no, because he already had gotten there. But you know that tsunami was supposed to hit the West Coast.
Yeah.
All right, so like maybe a month before that, there was a guy going from I think Washington or Oregon to sailing to Hawaii. Did you see that guy? Forget his name, but I just happened to come across him, right? And that was the video. The first video was like, I quit my job. Now I'm going to go and this is what I'm doing and stuff like that. And it's like, follow me for more. And that's kind of like the new thing. Like, I'm going to do this. So follow my journey.
Yeah.
So he did it. And then all of a sudden, like I started seeing him pop up. And then like the million followers would keep going and going and going. And then he finally reached Hawaii.
Yeah.
Right. So that was huge. So I think like maybe those 4 guys got the inspiration from that guy. They're like, he blew up, so we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Haven't heard a peep from it, right?
Kind of cool though.
Yeah. But then it's like,
kind of scary, dude.
yeah, that's very scary.
Yeah.
He's actually on a sailboat.
Yeah. These guys are like rowing. Something.
Yeah.
Whatever it's going to be.
Yeah. So yeah, that one's pretty gnarly. At least you're with 4 people. That guy was by himself with his cat. But
yeah.
you know, but yeah, you got to be on top of it because the stuff blows up so fast.
Yeah.
There's just this one guy that I just saw like 2 nights ago. And he was just like, he kind of sounds funny, but he was like, hey, my favorite bar is this bar right behind here. If you really like billiards, come here and like whatever. And I was like, that's kind of like, just the way he was talking was kind of funny to me.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's funny. And it had a shitload of likes and stuff. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Today, literally today, I'm on Instagram and I see him on a podcast. I'm like, what the fuck? You know? So I go to his channel and he has like 80K, somewhere 80, 90K followers.
Almost as many as the fucking
Proceed with caution.
Podcast.
Yeah. So, you know, probably in a month or 2, all of a sudden he'll be like in the millions. It's just like funny how like one little video kind of gets steam and then all of a sudden they just keep going and going. There's another one and I'll have to put you guys onto this one because he kind of annoys me.
It's on Instagram?
Yeah. But you guys are welcome. Let's see. I'm pretty sure his name is Jorge. Oh, he has to pop up. This random guy, right? So he already had a huge following. He was at like 4 million followers.
Dang.
But since I've started watching him, he's at 5 million now.
Yeah.
Closing to 6, I think. And his whole thing is, what caught me is every video, that's why he annoys me. Every video is like, my $5,000 euro house.
Oh, yeah.
You know, something like that.
Yeah.
So I watched it like right when he bought this 5,000 euro house. Just like this little house in Estonia or somewhere. Yeah. I don't know. And he started, you know, giving us a tour and everything. And then just kind of started doing stuff. And then now he has like his neighbors help him and kids from the community come and help and all that. So now he's like converting that house into something. So it's like every day he posts a video and it's like the new stuff that he's done. Like they took the whole roof off. They added a bathroom because it didn't have a bathroom before. Like it's a whole like mini series. And I think maybe there's bigger videos on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
But like every time on Instagram, I catch up. And it, like I said, it's like he went from like 4 million to 5, and I think he's closing on 6.
Really?
Yeah. And it's like, that's all his videos. Like he kind of found that niche.
Yeah.
Now. And that whole video is just renovating this house that he bought for 5,000 euros.
Well, give us the name already.
Dude, I can't find him. I want to say his name's Jordy, but
I'm like, where's this guy at? Jordan Woods.
Maybe he didn't post. Maybe he died. What if he didn't post today?
I hate that when they die.
And look, yeah, they don't post.
There was a guy that I followed.
And he died?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Desert Drifter. He just, the wife and I were watching him. He was like a hiking tour guide in the Grand Canyon, and he started doing like these videos in the Southwest where he would just kind of hike these places that people didn't go to very often.
Yeah.
And show all the like the petroglyphs and all that kind of shit, and find all these dwellings from like Native Americans, 10,000 years ago or whatever it's going to be,
Yeah.
And he would just kind of talk about the area and stuff. Super nice guy. And yeah, and his channel just kind of started blowing up from like, 50,000 people to I think he was hitting in the hundreds of thousands of views, maybe even 1 million.
Yeah.
And then fucking nothing from him for like a couple of weeks, I think. And then his wife dropped a video that was like, hey, I think his name was Andrew. Andrew's in a bad accident coming back from, filming this video and whatever. Anyway, he ended up dying.
Damn.
Yeah, it was fucking rough. We were like, holy fuck. Because like, how often you hear someone that that died?
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Dude, there was a guy on TikTok, early days of TikTok, because, I'm always on game. Dude, he would do a 6ix9ine impression, the rapper 6ix9ine, and I forget who. Oh, big one that he did was Scarface, Tony Montana. Dude, super good. Good looking dude. He was like great at it, right? I'm like, damn, this guy's so good.
Yeah.
Stop seeing it. All of a sudden, in the news, I see TikToker murders his pregnant girlfriend or something like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I click it, and it's that dude.
Really?
Yeah, he just went off the rails. And there's a whole like documentary on Hulu.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called. And I think they're trying to make a movie off of it. But just like this, and they're trying to make it like this couple that everyone just envious of and jealous of and stuff like that. And you never know. And the guy snapped and ended up killing her.
Fuck. That's gnarly.
And to me, I was like, dude, because this guy actually had like a lot of talent. Talking about talent. Like he posted stuff and it was like really good.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's wild.
Yeah, and you can go to his channel still and like watch the videos, like the latest video that he did, you know?
Really?
I'm like, holy shit. I remember like scrolling and watching that, and now it's like that's the only thing left because he's in prison.
That's nuts.
Anyways, this is the guy, Justice Reed. Like I said, he was at 5 million something. Now he's at 6.2 million. So like I think this whole like little series of his has like
dude, he's not even, his name doesn't even come up when I look up Justice.
Well, it's JUSTUS.
That could be why.
_ Reed.
There he is. Oh yeah, I've seen this guy. Yeah.
So like, yeah, you could go back and see how many little like posts he's done. Well, this one actually says part 38.
Yeah, he's really going for it. Yeah, I've seen this fucking guy.
Yeah, so that's basically what he's doing. Beforehand, I don't know what he did. I'm sure he was already big because like I said, when I started watching that little series he does, he was at like 4 million followers.
Really?
So he was obviously a YouTuber or something like that.
It's working.
Yeah, it's working. So let me just continue doing this, and he's gotten like 2 million just off of that, probably.
Fuck, dude.
Crazy. But you guys are welcome. Justice Reed, you are welcome as well, my friend.
If you got kids, check out Ryan Trahan. I'll give him a shout out. I watch all of his stuff. I'm like, I would never watch it if I was in the house alone. Mm-hmm. But with the kids, dude, it's such clean content and it's
That's good.
Kind of quirky. So you're kind of like, okay.
That's what we should do. We should start a podcast where we just like vet stuff.
Yeah.
So that's like my biggest fear sometimes. Not biggest fear, but I'm watching stuff, and the other day I downloaded and I bought the movie The Great White Hype, which is the boxing one.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx, Samuel Jackson, one of the Wayans brothers.
I was going to say, one of the Wayans. I don't recognize the other people from being in there, but I just...
Well, Samuel was Don King, supposedly.
Great White Hype. That's the one where he, like, gets fat and shit because he's like, this ain't going to be nothing. And
and he fights the white guy.
Yeah.
He's the only guy that's like knocked him out back in the amateur days. So they're trying to make the big name off of him. I remember one part where, like, he was about to go fight the main card, and I think he's going down on a girl. But, like, he just pops his head up, and he's like, now I'm mad. And then he, like, goes. But, like, they don't show nothing, right? Yeah. But also, like, I don't remember if there's other things. Because I think there was a scene where, like, Samuel L. was, like, in the jacuzzi with girls. I don't remember. But I'm like, all right, so I need to watch this again.
Yeah.
So if it's okay, then my kids can watch it. Because it's a funny movie, and it's just like boxing, stuff like that. So like that's kind of, because back in the day.
But the Wayans bros, dude, they're usually a little over the top.
Yeah. We watched Major Payne.
Yeah.
Wow. One of the Wayans brothers.
That was a kid's movie.
And my kids loved it.
Yeah.
Right? They thought it was hilarious. Just how he was so mean to the kids. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe you did that. Like, it was hilarious, right? But back in the day, I don't think our parents vetted anything. They just kind of were like, oh, this movie came out and you're watching and people start fucking. You're like, you know?
Cool.
So like, I don't want.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And like, we've never done that. So my kids don't know.
Right.
As far as I know, I don't know what they learn at school. But so I'm trying to keep that. So I have to vet stuff out sometimes. I'm like, I need to watch it first before you guys watch it.
Right.
That movie on Netflix or one of the subscriptions, how Nike or Jordan brand was made.
Uh-huh.
Forget what it was called, but has Matt Damon in it and Ben Affleck. How they made the Nike shoe, the first Jordan shoe.
Was this something recent?
It's on Netflix, I think.
Okay.
And it's rated R, but it shouldn't be at all. There's like
Oh, really?
nothing in it that's bad.
Huh.
So I didn't let my kids watch it because I was like, let me watch it first.
They just didn't rate it. They just watched Good Will Hunting and watched that too, and they're like, "Oh, definitely rated R."
Yeah. So I was like, let me watch this first, and then I watched it, and it was pretty good. And but then they never asked for
So
it.
it was a movie about.
How they made the first Jordan shoe.
Okay.
Well, it was basically just how like Nike came about.
Okay.
You should watch it. It's
With those
good.
two. Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah. Like, and how Jordan was gonna go be on Reebok, but then they were like,
Speaking of this, so this has been something on my mind. How do they advertise anymore? Because even like movies that are coming out, I have no fucking idea that they're coming out. And thus, these are like two from our age. These are like two major stars.
Mm-hmm.
But I know nothing about this movie you just talked about. And I'm like, it used to be on TV. You know? And I see like some advertisements or movie accounts on Instagram dropping the previews and shit. But outside of that, I'm like, there's movies that are coming out. I didn't even know there was a Hulk where the Hulk was red, and that came out recently. I'm like,
well, that one came out in a movie theater.
Yeah, but I knew nothing about it.
Yeah, you're not a big movie guy like I am.
Oh, that hurts, dude. That fucking hurts.
Well, this was the movie right here. It's called
I used
Air.
to be a big movie guy, and then I got married, so.
Dude, listen to this. This movie's called Air.
Okay.
You're really going to not like this part. Matt Damon.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Jason Bateman.
Oh.
Marlon Wayans.
Okay.
I can't read that one. Chris Tucker.
Mm-hmm.
Viola Davis. Dude,
how
crazy.
How is this a thing?
All crazy people. Actors.
Okay. I have seen that cover on Netflix before.
Yeah. So Viola Davis is Jordan's mom.
Okay.
Michael Jordan's mom. When it came out, they advertised it on Netflix, obviously.
Yeah.
So that's how I knew. But
but you have commercial Netflix.
No, before that, because this was like 2-3 years ago.
I'm like, I pay not to be bothered.
Yeah.
Okay, crazy. I wonder how they're getting the word out there with all this shit anymore. Because I'm like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, a lot of it's just social media too. You'll see it. Like the other day, I saw a clip of Jamie Foxx explaining the intro to the new Tyson movie that he's going to be in. And I'm all, oh my God, that sounds so good. And then the guy was like, so when's it coming out?
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be Netflix exclusive.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like, so I'm already aware that
dropping the cash on this shit, huh?
So I'm aware that Jamie Foxx is going to be playing Tyson in a new movie coming out on Netflix.
I guess that's true. Podcasts are a way that I usually see stuff, but it's not usually movie.
Yeah.
You know, it's not actors or anything.
Yeah. Clips. I think Clips is the new news.
Yeah. Okay. Clips.
Clips are the new commercials.
Ads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Whatever.
Yeah. But it was good. You're into business stuff, so that has a lot of that stuff in it, and how they made the deal with like Jordan, how to bring him over to Nike.
Yeah.
And
Because
then
he was with And One.
No,
Was that how
Adidas?
That
Oh, it was an Adidas thing.
Was that right or no?
No.
And One. I thought Jordan originally had
No.
No. Okay.
And one wasn't even a thing yet. This is in the 80s, dude.
Okay.
It was Adidas. They were the biggest thing. So they show him going to like Germany.
Yeah.
And like meeting with them and stuff like that. And then, so it's like the whole behind the scenes of how Nike was Phil Knight track shoe. So no one really knew about it as far as like an athletic basketball shoe. Adidas obviously was the shit.
Yeah.
I think Reebok as well. And I think like Reebok had just gotten like Patrick Ewing. So like they weren't really looking for a Michael Jordan. Jordan wasn't really Jordan then either.
Right.
So like Adidas was kind of like the only place. And then like Matt Damon, for whatever reason, I think was like the guy was like, we need this guy, Michael Jordan. You know?
Yeah.
And then like, what are we going to call this shoe? Air Jordan. It was like shit like that. You're like, oh shit. You were like watching it.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's cool. So it's a good movie, but it's rated R. And I think there's like maybe language and maybe someone got beat up. I don't really remember.
Yeah.
Something.
Probably just language. Once they drop 2 F-bombs, I think it's automatically rated R or something like that.
Yeah, so I was like, nah, you guys can't watch that. Air Jordan. It's like,
you got me hyped.
Fucking genius, dude.
Yeah.
Go home and watch it.
Yeah.
It's like, how are you guys so smart?
That's fucking funny.
And now it's like one of the craziest selling shoes ever. Or probably the shoe ever.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? So my little kid, his name's Jordan.
Yeah.
And I've always just liked the name Jordan. And I call him Jordy. I don't know why I've always liked that. But like, so like his cleats were Jordans. He has like socks that say Jordans, like all that shit. Backpack. He gets the jerseys, everything. He's into it. One of his football coaches, and I think he was like joking or whatever, but he was like, "Hey, how do you get your name on your socks?" And it's all Jordan. It's funny, but it's just like, you know, one of the biggest brands there is.
Yeah.
And it's all like these guys in Oregon working, trying to not let this company fail.
Yeah.
And then they ended up getting the biggest lottery ticket with him.
That's fucking nuts.
So you need to watch that. It's pretty good.
I'll check it out.
Good little business thing, so you can see. You know, I like it. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We gave you a little extra time today just because we've been missing in action.
Yep.
But we're back. We're back in action.
Thanks, guys.
See you next week.
Yep.